So guys, I just saw an article. With Forbes, wrote by Brian Mazik. I want you guys to go and check it out. Great article. It's stated in there that Pacquiao is obviously ending his career. He's coming to the end of his career, but he should fight 3 fights, right, to end his career. And PBC are probably looking to push him in these 3 fights. Now, I don't know how reliable this source is, but what I will say is the guy that wrote this seemed to have a great structure for what Manny Pacquiao should do. And actually, you can't knock what he said, if I'm honest. He said PBC are probably looking at putting Pacquiao in 3 fights, having 3 more fights to see out his career. He mentioned 3 names, and so the names might surprise you. He mentioned Omar Figueroa, Danny Garcia, and Floyd Mayweather to end his career. Now, Omar, I wouldn't say Danny Garcia and Mayweather surprise you. It might surprise you because you think the fight's not going to happen. But Omar Figueroa just beat John Molina. Omar Figueroa is a very good fighter. He's a good fighter. And I think Pacquiao deals with Figueroa, if I'm totally honest with you. It might cause him a few scares here and there, but I think Pacquiao will do the job on Figueroa. But then he goes on to Danny Garcia, and then he goes on to Floyd Mayweather. Now, it's a great plan. It's a great plan, and if Pacquiao could get through those 3 fights, I'm pretty sure he'd make a lot of dough as well. So, you know, he'd make a lot of dough, and it'd see out his career nicely. However, I'm not sure some of those fights can be made. I don't know whether the Mayweather fight can be made. I don't know whether Mayweather's interested in that fight. I think that's ideally what Pacquiao probably would want. Fight Omar Figueroa, then fight Danny Garcia, then fight Floyd Mayweather. But I don't know what Manny Pacquiao's ambitions are. I don't know whether he wants to go and win a title. Obviously, we know that his main ambition is to fight Floyd Mayweather. That's the biggest fight for him, and that's the fight he wants. But I don't know whether he would want to fight guys like Figueroa who don't hold a title, like guys like Danny Garcia who don't hold a title. And they are dangerous fights at this age of Manny Pacquiao's career. I would say not as much Figueroa as Danny Garcia, but why fight Danny Garcia when you can fight Keith Thurman or fight Sean Porter? You know, so I do think the structure's right. I do think that PBC should put a structured 3-fight deal where you say, you know, Pacquiao or his team should sit down with the PBC, Al Haymon, and say, listen, I want 3 more fights. These are the names that I want. Have a structure so they know what they're doing. So can you make it happen? Because that's why Pacquiao signed with Al Haymon. Pacquiao could have signed with DAZN, and I reckon DAZN would have paid him a lot of money. They might have paid him for 3-4 fights. They might have paid him 60, 70 million. But what that showed by him signing with Al Haymon, it's not his... He just doesn't want to... You know, he just doesn't want to make the money. He wants to fight the best guys because PBC have the best welterweights. But I think he signed with Al Haymon because of Floyd Mayweather. Although he said that, oh, there's other welterweights there. He knew that there was other options there, but really he signed with Al Haymon for the Mayweather fight, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. There has been a lot of speculation and talk that the Mayweather fight might happen, but it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like the fight will happen. I think that wouldn't be what that article stated. I don't think that would be a bad route for Pacquiao to go down. But I just think if he's going to take fights like Danny Garcia, right, why not just fight Keith Thurman, or why not just fight, you know, Sean Porter, and it'd be for a title as well, because I think Danny Garcia is just as hard. So I like that. I like the idea. I think Pacquiao needs to sit down with PBC and Al Haymon and kind of I want 3 more fights. These are the names that I want, and tell Al Haymon to make it happen, because that's why he signed with him, right? He signed with him because he wanted Al Haymon to make him the fights that he wants. Right now, he's got Broner. He's got the fight he wanted. Who's he going to fight next? Is he going to go into a Keith Thurman fight, or is it going to be the Omar Figueroa? Because don't be surprised if he fights Omar Figueroa. He might well do that. But let's see, guys. Let's see what happens. I think Pacquiao does need to sit down with PBC and Al Haymon and plan out his end of career, plan out his last couple of fights, and see what direction he's going. Because at the minute, it's just like, oh, Spence is calling him out. Thurman is taking his name. But we don't know. He needs to sit down with Al Haymon and kind of, or his team need to sit down and plan out a structure and see where he's going next. Or not even next, but in his next couple of fights. Because I'm pretty sure Pacquiao will have another couple of fights. But leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.